Okay, collective. There's a lot of like whack ass energy in the air being uprooted. So before we get into today's reading, we're gonna do a little cleanse. This is vanilla incense. Cleanse my crown. We're gonna cleanse you. Cleanse, clear, and purify the energy of this Vero. That's interesting. I mixed viewer and Euro. Maybe you got Euros on the brain. I don't Eurocentric. Yikes. That's funny. I'm cleansing my energy because, bro, it's just like a lot of eyes. I know people watch me. I know. Here, we're gonna put the incense down here for now. I do know people watch me. I'm just like, 1:01 on the clock. That's the, like, hello, yes. But also, I am a human, and there are certain things that I can accept and will not accept. And I will never accept a hating ass bitch in this fucking space because I made this shit to be a safe space for all, and that is what it will be, and that's what it always will be, and I will do what is necessary to maintain that, even if that means blocking a bitch. So maybe you've been in an energy lately where you're blocking people who... blocking, removing, silencing, muting, going mute, on, ghosting, like not interacting with people who you feel don't resonate with your energy anymore. And it's not for no reason. It's because you're like, oh, I see what you're doing. I see how you do. I see it's interesting. I kind of like didn't expect this energy to come out in the read, but it is what it is. It seems like it's a collective problem, which honestly makes me feel better. Like, it's not like a personal life problem. Like, it's a collective issue. It could be because, what is it? Neptune is in Aries now. So all of that, like, Aries energy is very direct. Like, my Mercury is in Aries, and people love to say that I'm mean. Or they feel like I'm mean, or they feel like the way I talk is mean and abrasive, but it's really not. I'm just blunt and honest, and the truth is blunt and honest. And Aries energy is very blunt and honest. Like, and Aries is not gonna sugarcoat shit, you know? Alright, so calling my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and infernals, as well as the collective's angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and infernals. Protect me in my crown during this reading. Send back all negative energies, entities, beings, intentions, and evil eyes back to the sender, and allow me to discern properly, clearly, and truthfully for this collective of people. I want to do a cross spread on you, so give me a card. Wow, that was shot out. The Hermit, the Two of Pentacles. That like shot across the room. Wait. And the Queen of Wands. I'm not going to take this energy because there's a certain way, but noted. What is collective's present energy right now? What is at the center of their cross spread? What is collective currently dealing with? The Four reversed. Ending something. What's in front of collective? The Emperor reverse. Girl, I've been losing control. Girl, I've been losing control. What's behind collective? That's Playboy Barty. Playboy Cardi control. Magician is behind collective. Girl, I've been losing control. Girl, I've been losing control. So far, all these are major arcana, bro. Behind you is the Magician. Presently is the Fool in reverse. In front of you is the Emperor reverse. What's beneath collective? The Five of Cups. Emotional despair. You've conquered emotional despair. Good for you. And what's all above collective? Judgment. That's funny because I was thinking about Spirit. Spirit's above you. They're judging you. They're watching you. You're going through a test right now. a test of your fate and commitment, your commitment to your own creation. In the past, Magician is showing up as the what's behind you position. So this is something that you've already dealt with. What was that? The High Priestess on the bottom? Yeah. You created something. You were like, I want something. We're going to create that, whether that be through ritual and then aligned action, or you disciplining yourself and being like, I need this thing, I want this thing, and this is what I have to do to get this thing, so I'm going to do that. It seems like you did, or you're about to. Did collective manifest what they want? Yes or no? Because presently you're in the Fool reverse. And then in front of you, what you're dealing with in the near future is the Emperor reverse, which is like not being in control. So maybe the manifestation is coming towards you. I don't know. Let's see what Spirit says. Did collective receive this manifestation yet? Temperance. Yeah, I feel like you're starting to, I heard gestate. You're starting to handle and hold this manifestation. It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be a new job. It could be a new, I heard new life. It could be a new life that you're creating for yourself. It could be a new project. It could be a new way of thinking. It could be a new way of healing yourself, a new way of practicing magic, a new way of expanding your consciousness, a new way of thinking, an alternative way of thinking, and it's making you have to release. Like, it's giving like you can you're being prepped and primed to receive your manifestation. You know, the Temperance is all about alchemizing the energies into reality. What are you doing to ground the magic into the real world? What are you doing to ground your manifestation into the real world? And then below you is the Five of Cups. It's just like this is a really good spread. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like at first I was kind of side-eyeing the Fool reverse and the Emperor reverse in your near future, but I think it's because there's a lack of control that you may be dealing with in the near future. Like, this thing is gonna come in and you're not gonna have much control over maybe the timing of it, or the way you're gonna have to realign your schedule to make things fit. Like, there's something about it's gonna be unexpected and uncontrollable, and you're going to have to move and shift yourself in order to have this blessing or manifestation fit into your life, which is fine, which is good. Like, you should be moving, you should be making room, you should be making space to receive your blessings, or what you're calling in from the divine into reality. Isis may be significant. The goddesses Isis, Circe, Persephone, and Athena, goddess of war. Like, I'm hearing, all my life I had to fight. It's giving like you don't have to fight anymore. Like, that's the thing. That's why you're learning a new way of grounding something into reality, because you're in a new era, you're in a new body, you're in a new timeline, you're in a new quantum field. And the way you would fight for shit, and that's how you would ground shit into reality, and you don't have to fight anymore. You're out of survival mode. That's like a very survival mode way of manifesting, and it worked for when it was necessary, and that's great, fantastic, fine. You've grown. You cannot use the same things. You cannot use the same tools as when you were a child into adulthood. You can't. You gotta tweak it a bit. You gotta let some things go. Gotta learn to accept some new tools. So, I'm thinking, do you have any advice for collective spirit on how to open themselves up to ground their manifestation? Maybe you're receiving like messages from people who have common goals as you. Make sure you practice discernment when dealing with people, especially during these times. Is Mercury officially in retrograde? I don't know, but it must be because the way people have been like really exposing themselves is really insane. The 9 of Swords, you need to release your anxieties. Oh, what about this? What if this? What if, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have this. I don't know if, blah, blah, blah. Anything you don't know, figure out a way to become certain on it. You can bring certainty to yourself. You can bring stability to yourself. You can control yourself. You can, I promise you can. And I say all that, and it's ironic because the Tower comes out. But I really believe it's like, no, you need to release a big concept that you're holding onto in order to ground something in reality. And what is the concept that you need to release? How about that? And it will completely level out the playing field so that your blessing can come in and take root and grow. What is it that collective is needing to release? 3 of Cups reverse. And the High Priestess. Oh. 3 of Pentacles reverse and the High Priestess. You need to release emotional disappointment, and like you need to release, you have a certain narrative about the way people respond to you emotionally, and it probably is along the lines of people disappoint me. I don't like to let people in because they disappoint me. I don't like to celebrate because I'm afraid of disappointment. And it's like, okay. But if you're trying to call in celebration and love and community and vulnerability and support and like people who see you in your entirety and hold you and appreciate you for it, you need to stop hating on yourself. I feel like you feel like people can't understand you, but it's almost like you also don't give people the opportunity to understand you because you act like the High Priestess. You're very knowledgeable and intelligent, but you're also very withdrawn, and you don't wear your heart on your sleeve, and you're not vulnerable as you could be. And then in that experience, when you're not as vulnerable as you could be, you meet people, you interface with people, you meet new people, and you may be involved with these people for a certain amount of time, but you may find that you're not as close as you wish or hoped you would be or thought you would be because of the time you spent around this person. But time spent around a person does not determine the level of intimacy or closeness in the relationship. What determines the level of intimacy and closeness is the willingness to be vulnerable and open and raw. There's a reason why some people click like this while others take like 10 years and you just meet that person. The ones who are taking 10 years are taking 10 years because they're locked up inside themselves, holding themselves away and just like very locked up in the energy. Free your heart. Free your heart, bro. Free your mind. Free your heart, free your mind. Allow things to go to shit. Allow people to like, I don't know. Just be assertive of what you want. Like, if you don't like the way someone did something, just be like, hey, I don't like the way you did that. Do you care to explain? And then have a conversation about it. It's like you need to be open to having hard conversations. You need to be open to having hard conversations with yourself, having hard conversations or like more difficult conversations with friends, family, people you care about. In order to, I think maybe what you're manifesting has to do with like family, community, and love and friendship, and it doesn't have to do with material like a new job or at this point in the reading, it's giving you're not emotionally satisfied. You're not emotionally satisfied, and it's like, why aren't you emotionally satisfied? I think you haven't met the right people yet along your path completely. There are more people to meet, but also before you meet these people, you need to make sure you're doing your part and prepping yourself. Like I was talking about, you need to prep and make space for the manifestation you want. You need to make space in your heart to hold these people, and you also need to make space to hold yourself. Like, I feel like you deny yourself access to love from yourself. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Hello, it's you. To you, you should be the nicest person to you. You know? Closing angel messages for you. 1616, readjustments. What did I say? Overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic relationship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall to pieces. Hello. I mean, what did I just say? You might meet someone new. You're gonna, like... And when they say romance, I don't even think, like, I'm sure some of y'all are gonna get romance, but I'm thinking of it more in a way where it's like life is just gonna get more romantic. It's gonna start getting warmer outside. You're gonna start being able to romanticize your life more. You're gonna be able to start hanging out with your friends and being like, I like this life. It's funny because, bro, when I was walking home earlier, this dude in the car, he was listening to Annie, It's a Hard Not Life. It's a hard not life for us. And then, so, like, it's been a hard not life for you, babe, but 444, you gotta get into gear. You gotta get yourself into gear so you can call in what you actually deserve and desire. 444, protection. Change, rebellion, guidance, justice, truth, character, love. Get ready for the good things you've been hoping for. You're born for a higher calling. Put energy into going toward your ambitions, and the universe will align itself and provide you with the right people, circumstances, and things and resources to make it happen. I mean, need I say more? If you want to book a personal reading to gain more, insight on whatever you'd like to gain insight on, like literally anything, it could be like in regards to this reading, how to open yourself up to receive love. It could be about literally anything your heart desires. You should check out the website in the description or the bio, whatever, which is which. And yeah, I appreciate if you watch that. Make sure you like, comment, you can subscribe, join the collective so we can all ascend together and ground our manifestations into reality together. This channel is me keeping you on track. It's me keeping you on track to your mission, your purpose. Whatever you want to do, I want you to do too, as long as it's for the good of all and with harm to none. And I love you. Be safe. There's a lot of freak, nasty, weird bitches out here. Freak, nasty hoes, I'm telling you.